How important is conversations in financial management, planning? I found that conversations are so important, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be so formal, but when me and my husband, my spouse, were on the same page, or we are talking about getting on the same page,
Yeah.
things just run so much smoothly. And I don't think that people talk about the conversations aspect. So, how important is conversating with your significant other in terms of like, financial planning and really pursuing your goals?
Yeah, I think that's huge. And I'm totally right there with you. I feel like, that we've gotten a lot more out of conversations than planning a time and having a specific topic that like we're going to sit down and plan out our budget or whatever. I think that just being on the same page. And also, I feel like, I mean, you're talking about, a married couple or just a couple in general, like you got two people with completely different backgrounds coming together and, you can assume that they're on the same page or that they feel the same way about money or that they've had the same experience. But I know from my experience that, 20 plus years of marriage that we are not always on the same page, that we have very different views on money sometimes or how money should be used or even earned. So just having conversations on those things, on not just money, but like what matters to you, what you value. And, you know, um, obviously with conversations, one of the big pieces is listening. So, and I try to make it a point, to be a good listener in those conversations with our kids. For me, I find out a lot about what my family values just by paying attention, even if I'm not part of the conversation. I think that's why, like, I'm kind of known within my family being a good gift giver. It's just because I remember everything. Like I'll just save notes on my phones, like, oh, she said she liked that, or my kid like was like really like interested in this thing. I'll remember that for later. But I think it's the same thing with money and with travel and with anything else, is just paying attention to your family and having these conversations.